Yes, that's.
Do you want us to turn off the light?
No, that's okay. That's fine. Yes, today we are going to approach a little bit of a man of a lot of change, who brought a lot of changes in the world. It means the man who put a Catholic Church thinking about more with their 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 words about the biblical words about the word. And Galileo Galilei was first child of 6 sisters. He was born in February 15 in 1564 in Pisa, this in Italy. He was his father Vincenzo Galilei. When Galileo Galilei was 15, has reached the age of 10, he led them over tutoring of Filippo and his father wanted him studying, obeying a medical doctor or at the University of Pisa, but he, in the middle of his studies, he has to quit because the life that he gained in Camadolen's Collegio, it's in italic, it means Camadolen's Collegio.
What is that?
Is the place that when you in your adult age or in 18 age, you go in and receive an education that provides you everything that you need. In italic, I wrote the article, part of that in italic.
Italian.
Italian. Italian, and in Italian, and it writes Camadolen's Collegio is a college. Yes, and Galileo is commonly known as a physics, mathematics, and philosopher who plays an important role in lifetime. During his life, he had two controversies who led him to a death. The first one was about overcomers. When Galileo and his followers, Florence Lower, Mario Guiducci, had published an article going against the other scientists and had this discourse graciously insulted the Jesuit. Jesuit, it means a group of professors at Rome Collegio, or Rome College, and by that time, everyone in Rome used to follow the Catholic Church rules, and there isn't just one leadership in the church. And if you go against an idea of an element of Rome, you put your life in risk. So this one also was his teacher before, when he was tracking his steps. And the second controversy was the heliocentrism. Before the heliocentrism, I would like to give you biblical references that they have changed now that it was written before. And it is Psalm 93:1, 96:10, and the Chronic 16-30. It says that the world is firmly established, it cannot be moved, and the sun rises and sets and returns to its place. And this theory came over to explain another thing, that they were wrong. And by the time that he was trying to explain that he was right, and the old writers were confused, and they might have written that article and with another focus, with another point of view. He was letting his life in a serious problem. So,
You know what, can I ask you, can you just say that in your own words? What does that mean, heliocentrism?
what
is that theory?
That theory is the
In the words that we know it.
that we know.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm.
So we can understand the controversy here.
Yes. It is. The heliocentrism is the idea that shows that the Catholic Church and the world and the science were apart, were things apart. That science is one thing, and the Catholic Church has their belief and is a part of science.
Okay, but what is the belief?
The belief.
What is what did he do? What's the big belief? The Earth
turns. Yeah, the Earth moves around the sun.
Yes.
That's the problem. Oh,
That's what that means.
that's me. Okay. So.
This was revolutionary, right? This was a revolutionary idea.
Mm-hmm. Now you have his death. Finally. Yeah. He went completely blind in 1638 and was suffering from a painful hernia and insomnia. In the age of 77, he died. The Duke of Tuscany, Fernando II, as in order to honor him, they suggest to put it in a town, and what is the word? Bury him and put him in a town, but because of Galileo was condemned by the Catholic Church for vehement suspicion of heresy, he was instead buried in a small room next to the novice chapel at the end of the corridor from the southern transept of the basilica to the sacristy. He was reburied in the main body of the basilica in 1737 after Catholic Church lost some powers, and just near. Yeah, I think that's enough. Good.